the game, cause see the boxing voice.
Welcome back, gang, for the first time and hopefully many more to come. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click on the notifications right here, this little bell, so you can get those emails every time we go live.
Hey, what's going on, TBV? It's your boy Mike, aka Gross1911, back here with another one. This is my new segment. It's called Mike's Check Hook. Shout out to all the fans that helped me come up with the name, and shout out to Nis for giving me this opportunity to do these interviews and bring it to you guys like this right here. And I just wanted to give a quick message to anybody out there going through something, depression or anything like that, or anything that you just think you can't get through it, or you got somebody in your ear telling you that you can't do something. You can do anything you want to do in this life. I'm a living proof of that, all right? I'm living proof. So without further ado, enjoy this episode of Mike's Check Hook and many more to come. Peace. Yo, what's up, baby? I'm here back with another one with the one, the only, the originator of garlic butter. My man, Troy King. What's up, baby?
What's up, Richard? How you feeling today?
I can't call it, man. How's everything been going with you, brother?
Man, everything going good, man. Just staying busy, getting this work in, getting my reps in, just the daily grind.
And shit, I want to get your opinion on some hot topics and some shit, really just boxing, to be honest with you.
It's all good. Let's shoot so I can.
Did you watch the Tony Bellew and Usyk fight this weekend?
Yes, I did.
Who'd you have going in?
I had Usyk, but always, if anybody could upset somebody, it could be Tony Bellew. But I thought it was a good fight. I thought Usyk was probably losing every round.
Thought he was losing every round? I had it
about
going into the knockout.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Until he stopped him, he was losing, all the rounds. But I noticed that Bellew was doing good, and then it's like all of a sudden he just hit a wall. And usually that happens when you cut a lot of weight. You know what I'm saying? Now you can do the first 6 good, but then the next couple rounds you're gonna start to feel the effects of cutting the weight. And then he got hit, and it was over after that. But it was still a good fight. No excuses. Man, did what he was supposed to do.
Absolutely. Damn, shit is loud as fuck. All right, let's go to the next fight. Wilder Fury, who you got and how?
I got Wilder, man. He's when I was watching him do mitts, a lot of people when they be watching Wilder, bro, I think they just be so focused on his right hand, and I keep saying that ain't in the naked eye, that's what you see all the time, and that's what you get, but there's layers to boxing. And if he wasn't as athletic as he was, he wouldn't even be landing no right hand. That motherfucker got otherworldly athleticism, bro. When I was watching him do the mitts, he be moving so damn fast. And even though Tyson Fury got movement, it's going to be the athleticism of Deontay Wilder that Tyson Fury is not going to be fast enough to keep up with. Although he can make moves and do all. And Tyson Fury, I heard him say something. He said all Deontay Wilder got is 2 punches. That's the hook and the straight right. And he ain't going to never let a man beat him with 2 punches. But if that's all he looking at, then that's going to be his downfall, because you have to be aware of a man's athleticism and how he get those punches off. And he got a good, long, fast jab. So I'm going to go with Deontay Wilder with a probably an 8-round knockout.
Does that ever worry you that he maybe relies too much on his athleticism?
Who, Deontay?
Yeah, Deontay.
No, because that would be saying Shaquille O'Neal relied too much on his size to get dunks. You know what I'm saying? You got to go with what works, and unless a man can neutralize what you're doing in a boxing ring, You just keep doing what's working. And then when he does, you still train for adjustments. And if don't nobody make the adjustment, then you just keep working. You know what I'm saying? He's an elite puncher, and he practices on how to land the right hand within the 12 rounds. And since you're going to get hit in boxing, and if he clip you with the right, you're going to drop. So he practices whatever he doing, he's setting up the right hand. And that it is what it is. You know what I mean? You got to be able to stop it.
I ain't never heard your opinion on the whole Eddie Hearn, Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder saga.
Shit, it ain't much to say, man. That motherfucker ain't trying to scrap, bro.
He don't want to fight?
He don't want to. Anthony Joshua don't want to fight.
You should.
Wilder,
he don't want to fight.
He don't want to scrap, bro. Because if when somebody want to fight, they just take the fight.
You right.
That's it. Ain't no excuses. You're gonna be compensated millions of dollars.
50
million. You never made that money before. So you can't say it ain't enough money because that's what he asked for. And then once they came to the table with the money, he didn't want to do it. He ain't trying to fight, bro, because you got to realize something. I know a lot of people be like, he ain't scared. Bro, it's a lot of punishment that goes on in boxing. Pain. You think motherfuckers wanted to get in there with Tyson when he was at his heyday? No, because they didn't want the pain. Whether they was going to last 4 rounds or just get knocked out, that shit is painful. He ain't trying to eat that, bro. He don't want that work. He don't want it. It's different with the headgear on in the Olympics and all that. But when you take that headgear off and the man, you see what this man is doing. You don't want that work for real like that.
Yeah,
I know it.
Went down to the Wilder camp about 3 weeks ago. Man, that nigga got real power, bro.
Man, real, bro. He's 6'7". He wiry, athletic. He won a bronze.
Cutting off on me, bro. I don't know what happened. Shit, I'll take it from here for a second. Let my man Troy get his shit right, get his shit back together. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm telling you, when I went down to that camp about 3 weeks ago, bro, he was putting dents in the bag, had sparring partners in there, really afraid to engage with him. So I kind of get what he's saying, man, about the power aspect and how he can always, you know what I'm saying, fall back on the athleticism. But I always think it gets to a point where your mind is telling your body to like do something, but your body's not necessarily doing it. And there you go. He's back. Go ahead, baby. Take it away.
My bad. Somebody was calling me.
Are you good?
What was you saying again?
I was talking about just it's gonna get to a point in time where like your mind is telling your body to do something and your body's not reacting, you know what I'm saying, as fast as you would like it or as fast as you're normally or accustomed to. So all I'm saying is I just want Wilder to like get to that spot where he's just comfortable like within his own skill and not really relying too much. Well, I don't want to say not really relying too much on it, but not always dependent on it to like bail you out.
I don't think he depend on his power like that because
I ain't talking about his power. I'm talking about his athleticism. Because we know like once you hit 35, 36, I mean, some of that shit gotta go. You ain't gonna be Jordan no more. You ain't gonna be Kobe no more.
Yo,
LeBron and shit, he a freak. I don't know how he's still doing it.
Man, you gotta take care of your body, good diet and shit. You know what I mean? Some people just freaks. And Deontay Wilder, man, he is going to. Man, by the time he get old, bro, it's gonna be some new heavyweights, but he gonna be, that power ain't going nowhere.
Nah, that shit ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, so a good jab and that right hand can, shit, Klitschko wasn't really an athletic fighter, but he lasted till he was damn near 80.
Shit, we see what he did to Joshua shit at 40.
Man, that's what I'm saying. So if Klitschko can do it and he a white boy, shit, whatchamacallit can do the shit. I mean, how old is Wilder right now?
33.
33?
Yeah.
Yeah, heavyweights be a little different, man, because they don't throw that many punches and their bodies be, Wilder hasn't took a lot of punishment, so I really don't see him slowing down no time soon.
Hey, bro, keep your phone like that, bro. I got the whole screen now.
Oh, okay, like this?
Yeah, there we go. Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's good. Just let me know what to do.
I ain't know till you did it. You know what I'm saying? I'm still new at this, bro. I'm still learning.
Yeah, you with the boxing voice now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I used to watch you on ego shit all the time, bro. That shit was straight nigga comedy, nigga. What's your homeboy name? Kind of he a little bit taller than you.
Aaron?
Aaron, yeah, Aaron.
Coley.
Yeah, when he fight again?
He gonna be fighting probably in the new coming in the next year because he had a tricep injury.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Yeah, he just fought in Africa in Lagos, Nigeria.
Damn,
Like 6 months ago.
That's nice.
Yeah, he went out there. They gave him like a shitty decision. He got a split draw, but he did pretty good.
Okay. Did you happen to see the Demetrius Andrade and I forgot his opponent name, bro. Nigga had a long last
Yeah,
name.
that long last Walter.
Yeah, Walter. Yeah, Walter.
Yeah, I seen that shit, bro. Ain't nobody gonna be trying to fight that African, cuz.
That nigga tough.
Man, he tough as fuck, bro. Ain't nobody gonna be trying to fight him. But Demetrius is the best middleweight to me. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody say Canelo, and Canelo is a good middleweight, but I think Demetrius is the only one that could beat Canelo.
There was a story that came out yesterday. Matter of fact, came out while we were live with Ronnie Shields. Demetrius Andrade said that him and his team had talked to Al Heyman, and they were supposed to fill in for I guess Jamal Charlo's opponent earlier this year, and everything was good with Al Heyman. He's like, yeah, everything's good, but Jamal Charlo's team like turned it down. But Ronnie said that's absolute bullshit on the show. So I was just trying to get your take on it.
Man, you just never know because
never know. Yeah, Ronnie Shields was like, nah, bro, he's a liar. That didn't happen. You know, fucking Demetrius Andrade has a history.
Hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, my bad. Somebody was calling me again. I think that Demetrius, I had a situation like that before, bro, where I was trying to get a fight with somebody, and then the manager said that we never had contact with the guy, but the matchmaker was like, hell no. He ain't even let the manager get wind of it because they probably would have took the fight. So you just never know, man. I don't see Demetrius as the person to be a liar. So you just never know when it comes up to making phone calls and, not talking to the person. You know what I mean? You just never know. But if Charlo wanted to fight Demetrius, I'm sure they can make it happen. That's all I'm going to say. If Charlo really wanted to fight Meech, they can make that shit happen.
I mean, they said that they had a chance. Well, Jamel Charlo said he had. Well, Dan Rayfield came out with a tweet about it. He came out with an old story. He was like, in his old tweet, Demetrius Andrade drops out or like withdraws from his bout with Jamel Charlo.
See, the thing they be saying when they be doing that, do they ever tell you the purse that they offered the man?
Nope.
And that's why they be doing that shit. They'll lowball somebody and say, oh, he ain't trying to fight. And they ain't really offered him no money. Because Demetrius Andrade was an Olympian. And he was this like the second or third time he done had that WBO.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, when they be coming to the table with that shit, if you don't come with them right numbers, of course he's not going to take it. Because remember, they tried to get Demetrius to fight Derevyanchenko, I think, one time too, and he turned that shit down, but it was like a 3-week, 4-week notice. Like, no, bro, that motherfucker Derevyanchenko is a real fighter. And it could be a tough fight. So that's what they be doing that shit all the time. They'll try to offer a fight to somebody and they don't offer enough money, and then when the dude turn it down, they be like, oh, he turned it down. He ain't trying to fight. You know what I mean? So that's what they be doing.
Did you by chance? Well, I know you've seen it, but the Canelo and Triple G, I ain't got your opinion on it or thoughts on it yet.
Oh yeah, I seen that shit. I watched that shit about 30
I'm in a
times.
small minority, bro, because I think Canelo won the first fight and the second fight.
Man, them niggas know Canelo won both of them fights, bro. They always want to keep that great white hype shit alive. That shit weak. That motherfucker got his ass beat. He showed you 2 ways how to beat a man.
Yeah.
He boxed his ears off. The man, listen, out of both fights, Golovkin did the same shit. He never made no adjustments. The first fight, all he did was come forward and jab. And Canelo countered him every time Golovkin threw 4 body shots. The second fight, all he did was back up and jab. When you in there with Golovkin, I notice a common theme when he in there with people who are known punchers and athletic, his jab numbers are very high.
Bruh, nah, fuck that. I noticed this with all able fighters. Even the fucking Ryan Martin and fucking Josh Taylor fight. Same shit. High guard, want a jab. Gassiev and Usyk fight.
And I said that same shit. And you know why? It's because Abel Sanchez, as I see, don't know what the fuck he doing in there. That's it. He ain't never boxed before. He needs to stick to construction. Because that's what he used to. You know what? I look motherfuckers up. I look coaches up when I be like, man, they be having good prospects. I need to see what these coaches have done. And I look him up. He never boxed. You know what I'm saying? I looked him up on BoxRec. He never got no work. And I always be making posts about coaches who never box. They fighters don't never really do shit.
So you think that you got to be a fighter in the past to like have a successful fighter if you're a trainer?
Listen, now you asked that question. Now listen to this. What I'm about to say. If boxing was taught by niggas who never boxed, where will boxing be? Listen to what I just said. If boxing was taught, we can go to any sport. If you ain't never hooped and you trying to teach somebody how to hoop, how they gonna learn how to play ball for real? If you trying to teach somebody boxing and you never been hit to the body, you never been shot a jab out, how are you going to teach a man a craft of something you never did? If you never was a mechanic, how you going to teach a man how to fix that alternator? And you never fixed the alternator.
That's true. I mean,
that's it. And niggas are always going to name them same 10 boxers. Cause what about Customato? What about Angelo Dundee? Well, Angelo Dundee didn't train Sugar Ray Leonard and Muhammad Ali. They won gold medals before they even came to Angelo Dundee.
Oh, okay.
Angelo Dundee was a good manager. He was the manager of these guys.
Well, let's bring it to fucking modern day. What about Virgil Hunter?
Virgil Hunter ain't shit to me. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
Wow.
I was at the gym. Name another fighter Virgil made a champion besides Dre.
Can't. I mean, there's not.
All right then. So you take Dre out of the equation. That lets you know Dre is kind of like Michael Jordan.
What about Berto? Was Berto a champion?
Berto's a champion before he met Virgil. He was trained by a whole nother man. All throughout his Emmys, all the way to he left him do, and then I'm gonna just be real. Since Berto has been with Virgil, I think he's digressed.
I mean, I just think some of the fights that he took though. I don't that Sean Porter fight. I never liked that fight for him. He just
but during the Sean Porter camp, they never worked on how to fight on the inside because Sean Porter is a veteran, experienced fighter. He has 300 Emmys. He was an alternate on the Olympic team. Some say he should have been on the Olympic team. So, in hindsight, Sean Porter is going to make you fight on the inside. No matter what you say, no matter what you do, he know how to make you fight his fight in spots. They never worked on that, ever, not one time.
Okay.
I mean, seen it.
I can't argue with that.
I seen it. You know what I'm saying?
Bring up
I'm only speaking facts.
His pops and Uncle Falk. You bring up Roy Jones Jr., his dad, fought. He was a boxer. I mean, so it's not like shit.
You only learn what you learn from somebody who did what you did before you did it. All these motherfuckers who learn boxing, Pernell Whitaker was trained, I don't know if he was training in the Olympics by, but in the pros, he was trained by George Benton. George Benton was the inventor of the Philly shell. He trained Vander Holyfield. He trained Meldrick Taylor. Dog, listen, I want a nigga who actually been in there to train me. Because when I ask you, okay, so you was in there in your 12th round, when you got hit with that body shot, how did you survive? You can't answer that because you never been 12. So we gonna strip all that shit I just said away. We all know boxing. And I'm not trying to shit on nobody, because people hear this and they be like, nah, and then I go to these gyms and the people feeling some type of way. It is what it is, bro. Feel how you feel. But I'm saying this to say, we all know boxing is, you risk your life when you box, and am I lying? So a man never risked his life is gonna tell you how to save your life. That's fuckery. That's fuckery. See what I'm saying? Do you see that? You see that? You never risked. That's a great. And once I say it that way, then people be like, damn.
You can't say shit behind that.
You can't. You never. We all know, because I watched a documentary about Chris Eubank Sr.
Oh, yeah, simply the best.
I think that's it. When he fought Michael Watson, he hit him with that one shot, that uppie. He went, listen, and you seen it. Michael Watson whooped his ass both fights, the whole fight.
Yeah.
And then that one shot when he got off that canvas, bang, he caught him, dropped him. The shots after that wasn't even really shots that really landed. The referee stopped it, the nigga was never the same again.
Never the same.
You never risked your life, but you gonna tell me how to save mine. Hey man, shut up, sit down, and let a nigga with 8, 4, 10, 12, even amateurs, let him tell a man how to execute so that he can get what he need to get. And you wrong if you shut that man up. Because I be in these gyms, bro, and I be like, hey, no, dude. And motherfuckers be like, hey, don't. We only allow one person to talk. And half of these motherfuckers in the gyms ain't never fought. That shit fuckery, man. And I don't go to them gyms no more. And when I do go back, you try to shut me up, I'm going to damn near cut you out. Because I'm going to ask you, how many fights you had, bro? And then when you say, I ain't fought, I did martial arts, or I was in the streets, because that's all they ever say, I'm going to say, hey, man, you ain't never risked your life. Shut up. I risked mine in the boxing ring. He risked his. Let the people who risk their lives tell them how to save their life. After that, I don't want to hear you talking. Because that's where I'm from in Akron, Ohio. If you ain't ever got out there and did that shit, they don't let you even be talking, bro. Hey, shut up. You ain't never did shit. Get the fuck up out of this gym. You know what I mean? Like, and niggas know.
Hey, real quick, what's the next big thing coming out of Ohio? Give me a prospect, give me an amateur, give me something. Somebody.
Ohio, bro, it's this kid named Tiger. I forgot his last name. He on IG. Then I got a couple of my homies. They're a little bit older, but they could be good prospects and make some good money. Lamont Killzone Quarterman, my homie Kim. It's a lot of guys, bro, in Akron, and a lot of little gyms all throughout Ohio, in Columbus, in Cincinnati, and Toledo. But it's good in the amateurs, man. But they gotta after the amateur pedigree, they gotta kind of get out of Ohio to experience more on the pro side, because Ohio got good amateurs, but it's a lot of coaches that got good amateurs, man. But you gotta come out of Ohio and get in because in Ohio, bro, it's really only a lot of black and white. So when you see Adrian Broner against another boxer, that's automatic win.
I was gonna ask you about Adrian Broner like shit right now.
All right. So we could segue into Adrian Broner joint. When you see Adrian Broner, boxing, you see him against other boxers, he gonna stop them niggas instantly. Because in Ohio, you box against a lot of other boxers, black motherfuckers that's athletic, doing the same slit. But then when you get inside, we don't have no Mexican style. Like John Porter was the only Mexican style nigga for real. So then when you get out of there, that shit bother your style. Cause you used to slip in and sliding and out here, when you black, you fight nothing but Mexicans. But then when you take a Shane Mosley and put him in front of a boxer, he had problems with Floyd because he used to fight Mexicans. Antonio Margarito is nothing to Shane Mosley.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying now.
He used to the style of the Mexican because Shane grew up out here. But then once you put him in front of a nigga who's slipping and he like, oh shit. Even though he got a large amateur background, the most of his amateur background, his reps come against Mexican style fighters. So, I mean, Adrian Broner against Pacquiao, man, it's a tough fight because on one end, Pacquiao been stopped numerous times, been knocked out. Adrian Broner never been stopped.
Maidana couldn't stop him.
Maidana couldn't stop him. So, I don't think Pacquiao gonna win a decision on PBC, even though he would PBC now in the 12-round fight. If Adrian Broner do what he's supposed to do, he can win a decision against Pacquiao. Shit, if he catch him clean, he could stop him.
Second camp with Coach Cunningham. Do you think that pays off? And we see
most definitely.
Let his hands go a little bit more.
I thought he let his hands go in the Vargas fight.
I thought he let his hands go after the 5th or 6th round. I think that's when he started letting his hands go. But I think early Jesse had some success.
I thought he had some success early, but when I really watched the fight and don't listen, because when I watch these fights, since Adrian Broner is under his own promotional company, Jesse Vargas will be the TV signed fighter. And when I watch that, I hear the commentators, and they just keep saying the same bullshit over and over.
Fight chats, nigga, we don't listen to none of that shit, nigga. We
man, you real for real. You see what I'm saying? So when I'm listening to the commentators, they just keep talking about how Adrian Broner not letting his hands go, but Jesse Vargas' face wouldn't look like that if he wasn't letting his hand. You know what I'm saying? So I started watching like the 3rd round. From the 3rd round on, Adrian Broner was hitting Jesse Vargas with a lot of clean shots, bro. And Jesse Vargas made it close because he's a veteran. He's a former world champion, and he let his hands go. He let it. And Jesse Vargas fought Pacquiao and went to the decision.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm going to go with Broner by a split decision.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Broner by a split decision. If not, a draw, because once you start throwing your hands early, it makes Adrian Broner, and you got a certain type of power, and you got to remember they both little, bro. And Mikey Garcia against Adrian is a whole different beast because Mikey's timing is make you stop throwing punches, and he got more power. You know what I'm saying? So he'll be like, you will be leery, but even in that fight, Adrian Broner came on late and was hurting Mikey to the body. So, and Pacquiao can't take it to the body.
Speaking of Mikey Garcia, there was reports that came out today that Bob Arum offered him a Terrence Crawford fight, and also no matter if he wins or loses a Vasil Lomachenko fight after the Crawford fight in place of the Errol Spence fight. First, what you think about that and the Errol Spence? I kind of probably already know that, like where you going with that one.
Man, that Errol Spence one, dog, and Mikey is tough, bro. It's fucking tough.
Why?
Because on one end, the 140 weight pound, the 140 weight class, 140 class never used to exist. It used to be 135 to 47. So he not doing nothing ain't nobody never did before. And then Mikey Garcia sparred Maidana for 2 Floyd fights. So he know. And once you spar somebody in 16 ounces who hit hard like that, you can kind of say, you can you can differentiate. Okay, if he hitting this hard with 16s on, he gonna be hitting this hard
bro.
with 8s on.
McDonough, he ain't no Spence, bro. McDonough started at 140.
I would say
Spence
I'm
got to
gonna say
suck down. He's sucking down to 140, 147.
I know, and that's the problem.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the problem, bro. And I ain't even get to that yet. I'm just talking about the power and I'm just talking about the skill set. Mikey Garcia's skill set, he has defense in his skill set. Errol don't. He a come forward fighter, like in a high guard, which is very dangerous when you're dealing with Mikey Garcia. And then Errol Spence has not been keeping his weight intact, bro. He been blowing up stupid heavy, bro. He been blowing up stupid heavy from a lot of the drinking and shit and kicking it. And the same shit AB was doing and the same shit he was telling AB.
Drinking shit, man. Hey, man, the guy like 24, 25, 26, 27.
Bro, you know why? Because drinking bothers your liver. And your liver is where the blood fluids to help heal your body up. And
I mean, I'm pretty sure he ain't drinking no fifth a day. Hopefully,
have you seen Errol Spence?
Nah, I ain't never seen him in person. Only thing
Have you seen him since he's not been fighting? Have you seen him since he's been fighting?
No, I ain't never seen him since.
And the motherfucker is blowing up too big, blood. Motherfucker like 180. You see what I'm saying? Like
that's what he normally is, though.
Yeah, but I know that shit ain't healthy. Cause then you gotta lose 40 pounds to get to 147. I talked to Berto personally in the fights when Berto lost, them 3 fights in a row. He said he was doing the same shit. He was drinking, blowing up in weight, and then getting off the couch, trying to train for a fight, sucking himself down to 47, and then fighting. You don't take shots well, that shit ain't healthy. Whether you 24, 25, it ain't good. You can't blow up. You heard what Andre Ward said about the 10 boxing commandments. You can't blow up 30 and 40 pounds above your weight. And if that's the case, he was saying they was trying to fight in December. He can't fight in December because he got to take a weight camp to get his weight down. If he take the fight and lose that much weight and fight in December, he gonna get stopped. Period. You can't lose 40. You can't lose 40 pounds and then get in a fight in 6 weeks and think that's healthy weight loss.
No, I totally agree with that, and I think next year the WBC is like supposed to be doing something about like only been able to gain like 10% of that fighting weight.
Yeah, and I think they should, blood, because it's not for niggas who can cheat with the cut weight. It's for the fighter, bro. Because when fighters get hurt, Gerald McClellan, when he got hurt by Nigel Benn, he was never the same again.
Never the same.
I already know what it was. It was the weight cut, because when you cut weight, you drain fluid off your head. The fluid come off your brain, and once you rehydrate, the fluid from your brain is the last thing to come back. And once you taking shots, and you don't have that fluid to protect your brain, that's concussion easier. So you can take mad punishment, bro. Earl need to make sure he get his weight together and keep that shit on tap. Like, and niggas can say what they want to say. If he was ready to fight, he would have fought him in December. That's why he ain't fighting in December. They gonna push it back so he can get his weight back down.
I mean, some would say Wilder Fury pay-per-view is in a December and
yeah, they could have put that shit on the pay-per-view card. So that ain't really they could have put that on there.
That's a lot of money for one card. That's a lot of money.
Make it happen. Make it happen. Stranger things have happened.
That's
Floyd fought.
But come on now. Come on now. That's
Hold on, I ain't even finished what I'm saying. Floyd fought 2 pay-per-views back to back and made that much money. I mean, you could put Wilder and all the motherfuckers on one card and charge whatever you need to charge, and niggas ain't gonna pay that, bro. That you could put Tank and Mikey Garcia on that shit, and that'd be a great card.
That's
Bro.
a great card, but man, you gonna have to charge $100 for that. But and
Shit, niggas was charging 100 for Floyd and just Tank.
that's what I'm saying. That's Floyd though, and Floyd like Floyd.
But heavyweights automatically get more. You know what I mean?
But they ain't got the same fanfare right now. I'm a like Wilder is the reason I'm even fucking with this boxing, bro. Like if I tell you what I'm saying off air and shit, but it's like Floyd just got nigga. He got a following, bro. Like either you gonna hate him or you love him. And out of that 20 million followers he got on IG, probably 18 million of them hate him. You know what I'm saying? Just to be real with you.
And I agree with that wholeheartedly. But when it comes to putting a good pay-per-view together, I'm telling you, I would literally pay $100 to see Deontay Wilder against Tyson Fury, and then Mikey Garcia and Errol Spence, and then under that, Tank and Abner Mars. I'm paying for that.
Nigga, I pay. I'm saying like far like the casual motherfucker that ain't never heard of Deontay Wilder or Fury, but they heard of Floyd and Floyd's fighting. Let me pay my $100. I gotta be in on. You know what I'm saying? That kind of shit.
Yeah, most definitely. And I understand that part, but I'm just saying like I know where you coming from, but even if they was fighting in January, they talking about they might not even fight in January, Mikey and Errol.
I think they targeting like March, man. Like hopefully they.
Yeah, I know, and I'm telling you why. Because he needs time to get his weight down. You can't blow up that big and then come down right away. You're not gonna last. You're gonna hurt your body. Tim Bradley even said it, man. I'm about to retire soon because in between fights, I'm not taking care of my body like I used to. You know what I mean? You got to take care of your body in between fights. If you don't, your demise is coming. When you boxing, it's not like no other sport, bro. You can't be drinking. You can't be really smoking. No cigarettes. You can't be doing. I'm a differentiate cigarettes from cannabis because cannabis can be used because it'll help you.
I don't know how they get away with it, but the UFC fighters, they get high all the time.
Because cannabis helps you. Listen, sleep is very important during a training regimen. So if I train hard as shit and I'm a little sore, I go home, I hit some indica, I lay down, it relaxes my body, I get a good night of sleep, no tossing and turning, I wake up, I'm ready to go again. You see what I'm saying? Cigarettes is different. You know what I mean? Your diet is important, bro. Your diet is very, very important. And your diet is whatever you put in your body. With TV, eating, and Errol Spence don't have a good diet, bro. He's blowing up to 180, 190, and you fighting at 140. It's not good. Now, Mikey Garcia is coming up, so whatever he do is not going to be as bad because he got to fight up. It's always easier for the man coming up, but the man coming down is hard. And that's why I said with the Tony Bellew, he was probably like 240. He lost about 40 to get to cruiser. Now, if he would have been fighting that heavyweight, it's different. That's why he was able to fight David Haye and be successful. Because David Haye is a hard fucking puncher.
Yeah, but David Haye fucked his fucking leg up and shit.
No, I'm talking about the second fight. When he was healthy,
that nigga wasn't healthy, bro.
I'm just saying, even in that, it's still different when you don't have to cut the weight.
Yeah.
But when you got to come down to cruiser, it's different. You got to be under 200.
We got another welterweight that's making his return. I think hopefully it's supposed to be announced today when PBC do a little press conference. Keith Thurman is coming back and facing Josecito Lopez.
That's a good fight. That's a good comeback fight for him.
Now, there was a rumor that came out that his return fight was going to be that mandatory for Sean Porter. Do you think that was if that would have happened, was that a wise decision?
It was not a wise decision, but I understand boxing promoting, and they just did that to get people buzzing about Keith Thurman. See, this shit is so tricky, bro. And when you just step out of it and realize this is a business, on top of, I know. So earlier today, I said earlier in the interview, I said some motherfuckers be scared and some of them do. Some motherfuckers don't be scared, and it's about taking the right fights at the right time because it's a business. They did that to get Keith Thurman name buzzing again. He was never about to fight, cuz he was always gonna fight somebody just coming up. Because you remember Sean Porter has been active. So an active fighter is dangerous, and he's been fighting tough active fights.
Especially when a guy coming off like almost 2 years.
2 years, yeah. You don't want to do that. So Josecito Lopez is a good fight for him to come back to, test out the elbow, get some good rounds in. Josecito ain't just gonna get knocked out. It's probably gonna go a good 10. See where Keith Thurman, what he feel like. Take another tune-up after that. See what he feel like. I'll take 3. I'll take 3 tune-ups.
So in the meantime, does the winner of the Garcia and Spence fight Porter?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yep. That's actually a good one.
Sean Porter is supposed to be fighting Yordenis Ugas. That might be a tough fight for Sean.
Man, I don't like that fight. I don't want Sean to fight that fight.
I think that they supposed to be announcing it today for March 9th.
Because a lot of motherfuckers see, you know what, bro? I don't like it for Sean because he's taking a lot of tough fights back to back, and that can shorten your career up. And he doesn't have the greatest defense, and he be getting hit. I thought maybe Danny Garcia.
Danny Garcia is supposed to be fighting Adrian Granados.
Man, he need to fight Ugas, bro.
Yeah, I think he need to prove himself to try to get back to that championship level. But a fight, I mean, I think they're just giving Ugas, you know what I'm saying, his
man, Ugas beat a lot of motherfuckers on the Emmys, bro. That's why. And they ain't trying to get him no work. Shit, he number 1 in the IBF.
Yeah, he number 1 in the IBF.
Errol Spence is mandatory. He in the top 10 in all these sanctioning bodies, bro.
I think the reason why they keeping him away from Errol Spence is because Mikey called out Errol, and they know they can make more money with that fight.
Yeah, most definitely. And I understand that business of that. And I understand that you don't want to tarnish the luster that's on Earl right now by getting him a tough fight with an Ugas, because that can make him look bad, and then a motherfucker say, oh, he ain't fucking with Ugas. I ain't got to fight this motherfucker. So if he lose against Mikey, win or lose, it's like Mikey is a top fighter, so it's not going to look that bad, as you would say. And it was a pay-per-view fight. But you lose against Ugas, who never even became a champion yet, it could look bad. But shit, if I was Ugas, I wouldn't even. Well, you know, it don't make it. He gotta fight it because he's trying to get a title. So that's a cool fight. Keith Thurman once again with Josecito. That's just a good fight, man. I think Keith Thurman, if he's been off for 2 years, I think he should take 1.5 years to get back.
1.5 years? Damn.
Yeah, blood. It's not like, put it like this. Say Steph Curry or any professional basketball player set out a whole season. Is he going to come into the playoffs just killing? No, niggas is going to damn near destroy him because he ain't got no reps, no actual under-the-light reps.
A season for injury or just a season?
I would say a whole season, and then you come in to playoff basketball.
I'm saying when you
play in the finals.
When you injured.
You injured, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I was gonna say now. It was a nigga that came back from baseball. And
even with baseball,
killing niggas when he came back.
Even with injury is different, bro. If you've been injured, you need to take 1.5 years to get back because you wasn't able to do shit.
There's only one person that like comes to mind that came off an injury, off of a big injury like an ACL, and just came back killing the fucking next year. Only one person came to mind. Adrian Peterson. That's it. Ain't nobody else
And
I can think of off the top of my head.
that's it.
We got let me see, Leo Santa Cruz versus Miguel Flores. Do you know who Miguel is?
Yeah, man, I'm not trying to see that shit.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of it.
They need to fight. Rigo is on PBC now.
That's what I'm saying, man. Why Rigo can't
Get
get no
this
fight, man?
Rigo work.
Have you been watching the WBSS the 118 division?
No, I haven't been watching that. I'm gonna take
The
a
only
look
reason
at that.
I watch it, bro, because that little motherfucker from Japan, that motherfucker got some power, bro. Inoue, he is
Yeah,
a
I heard about him. I heard
puncher.
he in there I heard he just in there destroying motherfuckers.
Man, he had a nigga with a 1-2 that was so clean, bro. Like the left hand was like just to like get his attention real quick. And as soon as that left hand came down, right hand knocked him out. I said, God.
I'm gonna go back and start watching cuz
Got to.
I've been watching that WBSS. I
140?
think 140, I think Regis Prograis is gonna win it.
I think him and Josh Taylor are on the crash course.
Yeah, and Josh Taylor is not a power puncher. So, and they both got boxing ability, and when you on that level, power does make a difference. So I'm gonna go with Regis. But I wouldn't be surprised if Josh won, but Regis is sweet, bro.
Yeah.
And he fought Errol Spence in the Emmys.
Yep.
So, I mean, he got work.
He fought Earl. He fought Maurice Hooker. I didn't interview him like two times already. I met him at the Canelo and Triple G too. Pretty cool dude.
Yeah, and I heard you said you be fucking with Wilder tough, man. Tell that nigga I said,
man,
keep talking, cause I be watching his interviews, bro. And he be talking a lot about black culture, a lot about how black people, and keep telling that Troy said to keep doing that, bro. Cause we need boxers to do more of that, especially black men, because they don't want to never speak up.
Yeah, man, we need more boxers, man, that ain't really wrapped up in all this glitz and glamour and shit, bro. Let's just nigga have a real conversation, bro. Just be real, you know what I'm saying? Like Wilder, man, he ain't really wrapped up in all that. Like I don't want to say it, but a guy like AB always out here clowning motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Wilder, he ain't on no
shit. And that's AB's personality, because that's how I am. I'll be clowning all the time and shit.
Every nigga that I ever met from Cincinnati act just like AB. Swear to God.
Yeah, and I'm from Akron, so I act the same. And you know what's crazy? Me and AB's birthday is on the same day, July 28th. So when he doing that shit he just carefree, fun, but he'll still give you the shirt off his back.
Absolutely.
But it's still balancing everything that you do. So I think even AB and like Deontay Wilder, I think you should just be like, as black men, you should still speak powerfully as a black man about what's going on in the world and how it needs to stop. Because the more black men that do that, it puts other demographics on notice about what they doing. And the bullshit. You know what I mean? You got to be on it. And that's just one thing I wanted to say. You was like, man, I'm only doing this because, off camera, I'll tell you why I'm doing this.
Bro, ain't no big deal, nigga. I had a car accident, nigga, in 2015, nigga. I was in a motherfucking hospital, you know what I'm saying, for like 4-5 months, bro. I was in a fucked up, nigga, depressed, sad, nigga, crying, nigga had to wear a diaper, nigga, all that shit, you know what I'm saying? And it left me in a wheelchair. But when I was in the hospital, I think it was like, I got in the hospital in like February. In like March, like the middle of March or whatever, March, I don't know if it was live or if it was a replay. But I seen Wilder, homeboy had gotten in a car accident, a guy that used to box with him and shit, and he was in a wheelchair, and he let him make him a song and like walk him out to the ring. I thought that shit was dope as fuck, and ever since then I've been riding with him, and nigga just gave me gave me the inspiration to, you know what I'm saying, get back in school. I graduate in January and start doing this boxing shit, man. Start doing interviews and shit, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to pay it forward. That's it.
Man, and that's what people need to hear from a black man. Period.
Absolutely.
And I'm just saying, you gotta have everything gotta be balanced. So when you see me on the thing, I'll be clowning like AB too, but then when it's some fuckery, I'm gonna speak up and I'm not gonna hold it because that's why LeBron be on what he be on. Even though we segueing and kind of off, but that's why he always in the community doing that because in Akron, the racial climate is real intense. So once you get a chance to be in front of a TV talking that shit, you gonna talk it. But I will say, I need to see niggas fight my man Rigo.
Who?
In that 118.
118?
I want Leo Santa Cruz.
He wants
Abner Morris.
They need Abner Morris going up to fight Tank Davis.
That's right, he done. I need to see Leo Santa Cruz, Carl Frampton, Gary Russell.
There might be a fight that Rigo can get right there at 126 is a Gary Russell.
Yeah, and if they ain't trying to scrap right now, that 118 cuz need to get in there with Rigo. They can make that fight at 121.
Oh, don't forget, bro, about the little guy from Top Rank at 122, Isaac Dalbey.
He's dumb nasty. Dude. Yeah, he's dumb nasty. Where he fight at 122?
122.
Yeah, him and Rigo. Yeah, niggas ain't gonna be trying to fight. Hey, niggas ain't gonna be trying to fight Dog Bay.
Nah,
they ain't gonna be trying to fight him. He a little version of me and shit.
That nigga Dalbey got some sauce on his shit, bro. I ain't gonna this nigga, he is for real when he get in the ring.
Yeah, he is. He ain't in there to play, bro. Boxing, I like where boxing is at right now, but I just want to see these welterweights get these scraps right now. That's what I want to see. Man.
What do you see next for like Terrence Crawford? Like where do he go? He been trying to reach out to Bob Arum been trying to reach out to make the Spence fight. Been trying to reach out to make the Mikey fight. Where do we see Terrence Crawford going?
I think Terrence is gonna fight probably the Mean Machine next.
That's what I heard.
Igis Kavalaskis or whatever. And I seen dude fight in person. Make sure niggas getting tested.
So he's pretty good?
He good. But make sure niggas is under them VADA and the USADA testing.
Okay.
Yeah, make sure niggas is getting them tests, bro. You know what I mean? And then
we can get like I know it's not possible, but like I'm just saying, how do you feel about the Zone, ESPN Plus, ESPN, Showtime, HBO, maybe sprinkle in here and there? There's a lot of platforms to watch boxing on.
It is, bro. Them platforms can come together. An app ain't nothing simple about. All you got to do is have a camera there to split the broadcast, and that's it. Because some motherfuckers ain't got ESPN, but they got DAZN.
Hey, what's going on, boxing world? It's your boy Mike here from The Boxing Voice. Just want to put the word out. If you travel over to ThaBoxingvoice.com and check out our affiliate sponsors, you can click on the Showtime link. It is giving out a 7-day free trial. Or you can go to Amazon and you just do like your regular shopping, but you just use our link and they will give us a little kickback. Also, we have Audible, Own It, Fast Break Bail Bonds, El Camino Electrical Services, which is like a charger port for your car. And we have the History Channel, Stream Now, Women of History. If you want to check that out, just go over to our page. Also, we have one of my personal favorites, Blue Apron. It is a delivery service like the grocery store, but you don't have to go to the grocery store. They have fresh ingredients. They have good ingredients. They have great food and simple recipes. So if you want to check it out, go over to our page and you want some good eating, please go over and check out Blue Apron. They do a terrific job. Thank you for your time and thank you for your support of The Boxing Voice.
Some motherfuckers ain't got DAZN, but they got TV. Like, it can work, bro. All this shit talking about it can't work, it can work. Because it's been done before. There's nothing new under the sun. All this shit has been done before. So it can work. It's just from the crunching numbers, bro. That's it. It's just these motherfuckers don't be trying to fight. That's what it is.
Hey, bro, Joe Rogan just hit me up on fucking The Boxing Voice. He said he'll fuck you up.
I know, cause I left that shit on this thing. Joe Rogan, I will fuck you up, bro.
I was just fucking with you, bro.
Okay. Yeah, I was about to say. I left that on there. Like,
Hey man, why you say you'll fuck up Joe Rogan though, bro? Joe Rogan coming for your head, man.
niggas asked the question. Was that on your shit?
Yeah, now I be doing. I'm the guy that run the boxing voice. IG now. I've been doing it for like 2 weeks now, trying to get our shit up, man. I don't know what the fuck they was doing previously.
Yeah, most definitely, and you are the man to do it. I was just saying that shit when you asked the question, like I fucked Joe up. Like,
yeah, man, that shit was funny.
I
I
fuck
was
with Joe
like,
up. But see, what the crazy thing is, a lot of niggas don't know Joe will fuck you up if you don't know. Because Joe is an excellent level jujitsu.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so you know what I mean? He'll fuck me up on the jujitsu side because I'm probably like a third stripe white belt on the jujitsu side. You know what I'm saying?
Let me get your opinion about these pound for pound fighters in every other division.
Okay.
Do you agree with the heavyweight division? They got Anthony Joshua.
Absolutely not.
Think Wilder's the best.
Wilder is definitely pound for pound. He beat Luis Ortiz.
Cruiserweight, they got Usyk. I mean, they know.
That's easy work.
Light heavyweight, they got Alida Alvarez.
Why every time somebody beat this? Who else is that light heavyweight?
They got Bivol, he a champion. You got who's the champion? Alida Alvarez, Bivol, Adonis Stevenson, and who has the?
I don't give a fuck if Adonis Stevenson fight once a year. He has to be the best light heavyweight because you gotta beat him.
I'm gonna take one that's not a champion. I like Badu Jack, bro.
Badu Jack. I will go with Badu. I would say Badu Jack. He's fought the best competition. But
he be getting, man, sometimes, bro, he be getting fucked over, homie.
He do, bro. I can go with, okay, so put it like this. All the champions, I could just say 1A, 1B, 1C, like that. I could just say like that. But I wouldn't put Alvarez up there because is he a champion?
Yeah, he beat a couple there for the WBO. The WBO is Alvarez.
Yeah, but I'm
IBF is a better beer.
Better be. I would just say all the 4 champions, they are hell until they fight, then all 4 of them should be considered equal as pound for pound. And Bivol is the last because he got the most to prove. I would put
168. We got Callum Smith just won the WBSS over George Groves.
He won the whole joint.
Yeah, he won the whole joint. He got the WBA and he got the Ring magazine and got the Ali Trophy. The WBC, David Benavidez had, but he a champion in recess because of like that little shit that they happened with him.
Yeah, man, I agree with that. I agree with that because once you fight in a tournament, like you beat ain't no bullshit. Them tournaments, if you get your pack busted in a tournament, nigga, is you pound for pound. When Andre Ward won the Super 6, he was pound, and they still didn't get that nigga pound for pound, and he should have been it.
I'm gonna tell you a dark horse at 168. Well, not even a dark horse. Motherfucker just don't speak English. But Jose Uzcategui. I know his last fight wasn't very impressive, but I think
I was there.
Emotions. I think that motherfucker bad, bro. He a bad dude.
I would say he is up next. Him, another dark horse is my man Caleb Plant.
Shout out to my man Caleb Plant. But he hurt his hand.
Yeah, he did. I'm gonna say David, Caleb, Callum, and who else?
You got James DeGale fighting this.
He dead. Get him out of here. He's done. He's done. Niggas busting his pack. You know why? Because he don't have good fundamentals. Uzcategui, Callum, Benavidez, and White Cuz. My nigga. Caleb Plant. Yeah. All of them. All them. But the top of I would say Callum is at the top. Because he's out of the tournament.
All right, we got a middleweight. We got Saul Alvarez.
Oh, most definitely. He's number one.
Does he have the best resume in boxing right now?
Off the top of the head right now,
I'm trying to.
yeah.
You can bring up maybe. I mean, you can say Danny Garcia, but he don't. Every time he comes up,
No, because
he kind of
Floyd,
loses
once
it.
you fight Floyd, you trump everybody.
Yeah, true,
Even
true.
once you
But he
fight
lost
Floyd,
him
you trump
in a
everybody.
beatdown.
He was one of the first motherfuckers to beat Austin Trout.
Mm-hmm.
And Austin Trout be still giving niggas problems. Shout out to my man Austin Trout
He
out
beat
here
Cotto.
giving niggas problems. He beat Cotto, who was still out here working. Just recently retired. Man, I'm gonna go Canelo with the best resume, bro. And that's why he could beat a Golovkin, because even though he has the best, he's fighting smaller fighters, they still have a high skill set at the lower weight class, and you still got to learn that coming up. You feel me? So
If you're, go ahead, go ahead.
I would say Canelo has the best resume at
If you were
middleweight.
Canelo or Triple G, do you fight Jamal Charlo? Because the WBC said Triple G, you're the mandatory, but if you want to take it, then you'll go right to the belt, Charlo. But does Canelo drop the belt?
No, I'm gonna say how the business be working, kinda. I would say Canelo can choose and fight whoever he want to fight. Golovkin has to fight Charlo, because when you lose, you got to work your way back up hard, like Danny Garcia.
I'm still here.
When you lose, you got to work your way back. So Golovkin, he don't want to work his way back. He want to try to get money fights. I told niggas this on Ego 3-4 years ago. I knew it was over, because when I go on your box rec and I see you ain't fighting nobody on your box rec, and then you supposed to be a top silver medalist and you still ain't fighting niggas, I already know what it is. You not that talented, and you a one-dimensional fighter, and they trying to save you. He only gonna ask for that Canelo fight. His career is dead. It's so, hey, Golovkin, can you see me? I don't speak the language you speak, but you dead out here now. You
They
gotta
say
get
he's
some
supposed to be
work,
fighting
bro.
Callum Smith next.
Who, Golovkin?
Yeah, moving up to 168, like Canelo.
Of course, because he's trying to chase Canelo, but Canelo gonna go back down to 160 and fight Danny Jacobs in May, and he gonna be stuck. And that one, all he gonna be doing is looking for little fights where he could try to sneak in the win here and there, but he gonna get fucking stopped at 168.
Do you
He
think
ain't got
Callum
enough.
Smith just too big for him?
Yeah, man, he too big. You couldn't stay. What are you gonna do? Walk forward? He couldn't walk forward on a smaller man, on a shorter man. Canelo not smarter than Golovkin, because he started his career at 135 at 16. So he's, as a grown man, that was 15 damn near years ago.
Yeah.
So he's grown into it. He's a full-fledged middleweight. And and Canelo, literally, when you fight that many times in a row, bro, he ain't trying to cut down to 160 again. Like, that shit is a hard cut. You know what I'm saying? If you keep doing it back to back. So he gonna say, instead of I'll take. And then it makes sense why Canelo will fight
Rocky Fielding.
Yeah, because Rocky Fielding is tall. He gonna be trying to box, and when he come back down to fight Danny Jacobs, that's gonna make the Danny Jacobs fight easier, because Rocky Fielding is 6'3", who gonna be trying to box, and Danny Jacobs is gonna be trying to box too.
And Rocky Fielding got knocked out by Callum Smith too.
Yeah, so he gonna make, it's gonna still be a hard fight for Canelo, because he's so short. And he gonna be working in, but it's not that it can't be done, because Dwight Muhammad Qawi was fighting at cruiserweight and light heavy and shit against taller fighters, and he was very crafty, and you know what I mean? See, niggas gotta know that. You gotta know your history.
If you Jamal Charlo, what do? Do you just keep trying to fight guys like William Monroe just to like stay active, or do you try to push the WBC like, hey man, I've been waiting for over a year now.
I think Jamal Charlo need to take his time, because I'm going to just throw some shit out there for you. The way PBC working right now is, who did Jamal Charlo, just the Charlos together. Who did Jared Hurd fight? Jared Hurd fought Tony Harrison. He fought Austin Trout. He fought Lara. They say styles make fights, but it's evident that Jared Hurd, in his style, can beat all those different fighters.
Yes.
But then they put the Charlos in there with Trout, and he had trouble. So they saying, oh shit, they still having trouble with Trout, kinda. Both of the Charlos. So we can't just put him in there with Herb right now, because Herb stopped Trout, or damn near stopped him.
But like you said, man, styles make fight, and
But that's why I said,
styles
hold
that's
on.
overwhelming.
But that's what I'm saying. If Styles make fights, he fought Trout, beating. He fought Tony Harrison, beating. He fought Laura, beating. So
I can make
in
the
a
argument
sense-
that don't none of those guys crack like the Charlos crack either.
but I'm gonna say Laura kind of do.
Yeah, I was gonna say that because Herb made him crack. You know what I'm saying? Herb made him fight.
And
I
that's
don't
what I'm saying about the Styles make fights. Styles make fights, but if my style beating all these different styles, then I'm gonna be reluctant to put a Charlo in there with her, because I showed you that my style trumped all these styles in my craft. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying that to say they gonna put the Charlos in there with a Willie Monroe, with a Monroe and a Harrison to see how they look. Because niggas ain't trying to waste their money, blood, at the end of the day. They're not trying to, you see what I'm saying? They're not trying to waste their money, because they can make a Herb Charlo fight, but once they make the fight of Herb, just blow his ass out. Even in a hard, long fight, you still ruin Charlo. He got to take a step back down, and he don't get to, you know what I'm saying? So
do you think
they want to
Herb
make
is
up.
the best at 154 right now?
Yeah, they trying to make a big money fight with Herb, but they can't do it if the Charlo is not looking good against, if Jermell is not looking good against Tony Harrison.
But maybe like you saying though, maybe just the style of a Austin Trout, because you got to remember Austin Trout wasn't knocked out by her. He retired on his stool.
But yeah, but he still got stopped though, because the style was too much for him. So that's what I'm saying. In that style of me being an aggressive fighter and in my craft, I made you quit. Nobody has made, your Charlos didn't make you quit. Your Jamal didn't, and Jermell. So that means that in my craft, I was able to stand the test of time, but I couldn't do it with her. You see what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So they not about to waste their money by ruining a fighter who couldn't stand the test. Herb could stand the test. I mean, Trout could stand the test because he's been there against Cotto. He's been in there against Canelo. He's fucking proven. So I'm going to give you an example. Niggas is mad at Adrian Broner for getting the Pacquiao fight, but in Adrian Broner's style, even though we know his style bothers him, he still stand the test. Niggas ain't out there stopping AB. He winning split decisions, and he's still in it. He dropped Sean Porter in the 12th. You know what I'm saying? He stood up against Mikey. So, okay, we could put him in there against Pacquiao because he's worthy. He ain't getting stopped. Them other niggas can't really, they having trouble, and they supposed to be top at the division, and they having trouble with Trout. Herb made Trout quit. So Herb gets to go above and beyond, and now the Charlos need to keep being tested to see if they can stand that test. And if they look bad against Harrison, they not gonna put him in there with Herb, bro. They not. I'm telling you, they not. They gonna have to take another fight to try to get it together. And if Jamal Charlo look shaky against Monroe, he ain't gonna be ready for no Canelo, bro. You know why? There's so many levels, bro, on top of boxing that got to do with not fighting. They ain't got nothing to do with the fight. You give a man $30 million, his mind ain't the same no more.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So in boxing, they be giving niggas money up front. They say, all right, we'll give you $10 million now, and then when you show up to the fight, we'll give you the rest. You know, we'll give you the other $20 million, or they'll give you 50. Once you get that type of money, and you look up and you go to your Chase account, and you got an iPhone, and you hit that fingerprint, and you see you got 15 million, Nigga, you gonna make every excuse not to train, especially when these thoughts are sucking you off. You got Bentleys outside.
So how does Floyd stay so focused, stay so I guess like Floyd, LeBron? How do those guys stay so fucking focused on their craft? Kobe too.
I'm pointing to my temple. Your temple. Tempel. Temp means a place where God worships. El is where God is. That's in here. It's all up in here. Your body is a temple. You got to keep it at a certain point, and your mind got to be sharp. That's what makes Tom Brady, LeBron James, Canelo Alvarez, Floyd Mayweather, Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin. That's what make the greats and make the B fighters the B fighters. They don't let the money do them. They actually love the craft. It ain't got nothing to do with the money. They want to fuck you up. Period.
Absolutely. Let's move down to welterweight. They got Terrence Crawford as being the best in the division, and this is coming via BoxRec.
I can agree with that. Terrence Crawford is the #1 welterweight because he's fighting other welterweights with good amateur backgrounds and good fucking
What about
backgrounds.
What about the naysayers that are saying he fought a guy in Jeff Horn that most people thought lost to Manny Pacquiao? He fought a one-legged David Benavidez, and he's only been at welterweight 2 fights and hasn't fought the top guys yet.
David Benavidez was a top guy at welterweight until he got shot in the leg, and I don't give a fuck. That ain't no excuse. The fight went 12 until he got stopped. So that lets you know the talent level of Jose Benavidez. Jose Benavidez had that damn near 400 Emmys. Blood, he was a child prodigy. If he wouldn't have got shot in a drive-by, blood, he would have been, niggas would be ducking him. And he hadn't even fought 12, bro. He only fought, his most fights that he went was 8. And then he just took a tune-up and then came back and fought Terrence, bro. That man is grown. And he fought Jeff Horn. Jeff Horn is a big welterweight. And if that's the case, any other nigga ain't trying to fight Jeff Horn. Danny Garcia could fight Jeff Horn instead of fighting Adrian Granados. Sean Porter could fight him. Anybody could fight him. That motherfucker Jeff Horn is big, he awkward, and he tough. Niggas ain't trying to fight Jeff Horn. That style is awkward and tough. And he could upset you. And I thought he beat Pacquiao. He beat the fuck out of Pacquiao, roughed him up. Pacquiao had 2 good rounds. What else? I would go with, you got a man, he beat two gold medalists too. Whether it was at a lightweight class, he beat Gamboa and Felix Diaz. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be going for Terrence Crawford every day on the show. They got Regis Prograis being the top 140 at the top guy at 140.
That's clear. Until Maurice Hooker get up there and Josh Taylor and them, you know, Regis Prograis is him. Shout out to my man Regis. Sometimes I'll be talking to Regis. Sometimes
Ramirez, I won't say ducked him because Regis even said that he didn't duck him. He just wanted a fight in between. How you like? What do you rank Jose Ramirez? Well, like, do you think that he should have got in the tournament? Even Maurice Hooker.
Yeah, get in the. Listen, if you ain't getting the tournament, my nigga, you ain't trying to scrap. Period. The tournament is there for the work. You're gonna get paid. And if you win, you the best. Why are you waiting on niggas? Get in that tournament. Fight everybody. You got guaranteed fights, guaranteed paydays, guaranteed you gonna be the best. Niggas guaranteed ain't trying to be the best. Jose Ramirez ain't trying to work. He ain't trying to work. He don't want to work. We just want to work.
I totally agree. He definitely should have got that work with Regis. They got Vasily Lomachenko at the top 135. You got to think that's the division with Mikey Garcia, Jorge Linares, Vasily. I think Vasil and Mikey the only champions. I know Vasil got no. Jose Pedraza got the other belt.
Yeah, I knew that. I knew once Vasyl Lomachenko, he's the best at 135. But that depends on what other 35ers are in the division. But Lomachenko is his career is gonna be like Golovkin's pretty soon.
You
It's
think so?
coming to it. Yeah, I know so. It's
I
coming
think
to an
he
end.
got more dimensions than Golovkin, to be fair.
He do, but he ain't trying to fight though. He was a great listen, he is a great amateur. But on a pro level, he's already lost. He's
Yes.
not been in there with the Mexican style again. He don't want no part of a Mexican style boxer. That's why he ain't try to unify that 130 division with that big ass Alberto Machado. He ain't trying to get in there with Burchell.
Okay.
He calling out the young Tank because Tank is young and experienced, and that's how Floyd got Canelo. Even though Floyd would still beat Canelo, but
you think Floyd beats Canelo right now?
Yeah, I still think he beat him right now with a full training camp. It'll be a harder fight, but Floyd can't even get up to 160, and Canelo can't get down now. You know what I'm saying?
154.
Yeah, it would have to be, and Canelo can't do that no more. You know what I mean? And if Canelo did it, it would be a hard fight for Canelo. That would make the fight hard for Canelo, making that 154. And the way Floyd's defense is shut up, like he could still beat him. He could outpoint him. He could box him. You know what I'm saying?
That beats Floyd Mayweather right now.
Demetrius Andrade.
I'm talking about 154 or below. In my opinion, the guy that
Hurd or somebody, because he just so fucking big.
I'm not talking about the guys that fucking, because we all know Floyd ain't taking no fights with guys that big. I'm talking about like guys like Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, Danny Garcia, Manny Pacquiao, Keith Thurman, Sean Porter.
Keith Thurman would be the hardest fight for him. I think
Terrence Crawford probably be the hardest fight for him.
Yeah, I would say Terrence Crawford and Keith Thurman, because Terrence Crawford, although he is left-handed, I see some things that in his style that is kind of like he just need to sharpen up a little bit. But Keith Thurman, he be hopping around. He got a lot of power and he awkward.
Is it because Terrence Crawford is like willing to bang? You see those kind of flaws, or is it outside of him willing to exchange?
That's part of it, but it's not the willing to exchange. It's what happens during the exchange.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about. And it's some shit that I just ain't gonna say because I'm cool with niggas and I fuck with them tough. And that's something I'll be talking to niggas with them on their own if they even listen. But it's things that go on during the exchange that it just need to be tightened up a little bit. But when I see Floyd in exchanges, he's so sharp in the exchange, bro. That's the shit. Like, it'll be hard. Keith Thurman, his exchange of punches is dangerous because he got the power, but he's so fucking awkward with all that power, and he got speed. And he be on his feet running around and shit, like hopping in with awkward shit. That'll make the shit hard. But none of them welterweights can beat Floyd right now, bro. It's a completely different level. It's just another level, bro. Floyd is on another level. You know what I'm saying? Some of them fights would be hard due to Floyd's age, but he could still just move around and outpoint them and make it boring.
Now, it's been a lot of talk that people are like, I think people are like living in a moment too much. People are saying Usyk is the best cruiserweight of all time. In my opinion, Holyfield got that wrapped up, not even close. How you feel?
I agree. I think Usyk need to do a little bit more. Who else is that cruiser? I mean, but you know how they do for these
Eastern European
these white fighters, period, bro. They ain't got to do that much to be considered. They was trying to compare Vasyl Lomachenko to Floyd, and that's not even close.
Nah, Floyd ain't lose his damn second fight.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, Usyk is in contention to be, one of the greatest cruiserweights of all time.
Does Usyk
But
power or ability translate to heavyweight? Can he beat the Wilders? Can he beat the Joshuas?
no,
Can he beat the
absolutely not. It's a whole different size class. Because the limit for for cruiser is 200. It's from 176 to 200, 199, 200. The heavyweight limit is 200 to what? 240?
I thought the heavyweight ain't got no limit.
I mean, I think it's a limit because it's too super heavyweight.
When?
No, you're right. You're right.
That's
Ain't no
UFC.
limit because you're right. You're right because that motherfucker Big Baby is 300. You know what I'm saying? That nigga, come on, man. Usyk, dog.
I ain't never seen a guy 317 pounds move like that in my fucking life. Ain't no fucking lineman in the NFL move that well.
Bro, he need to get his weight down.
You think so? I mean, to me, if he's comfortable with it and he can, his punch output is still there and his movement's still there, what's the big problem?
You can't outwork a bad diet, blood.
Do you think it's a bad diet? Because when you look at Big Baby, you don't see his stomach hanging. You don't see.
I know that. It's not gonna be hanging because when my diet was bad, I still look ripped up.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? But it's the inside of your body, not what you see on the outside. Gotcha. And he be saying himself, I like to eat burgers. That's a bad diet, blood. He need to get his weight down for real. You can't outwork a bad diet, bro. Your heart has to work hard to keep trying to maintain your body at that size, blood. He need to go on a fucking vegetarian diet immediately. Damn. And get his fucking weight down, bro. I swear to I done had so many niggas, bro, from where I'm from. But it's like you said, one of my niggas, man, his name was Coop. He was big, ripped up African nigga, bro. Had a heart attack, my age, 38.
Damn.
Had a heart attack, diet was shitty. Another one of my homies out here in the Bay, his name was OJ Brown. He was a millionaire, engineer, bro. Was a heavyweight boxer, short heavyweight, had stupid power, had a heart attack playing with his kids, or had some type of heart attack, bro. And his diet was bad. He would just be eating. But on the outside, he'd be like, damn, that little nigga stocky ripped up on some Joe Frazier shit. Bad diet, blood. Bad diet. You cannot outwork a bad diet.
I want to get you one of your old buddies, you know what I'm saying? Somebody probably, I think you said they kicked you out of their camp. Amir Khan, is he ducking Kell Brook? Does he want to fight Kell Brook?
I think he wants to fight Kell Brook, but he wants to fight him. You know, I can't say Amir Khan is ducking Kell Brook because that motherfucker get in there with anybody, bro. Like, who was Amir Khan really ducked? Like, he was one of the first niggas to beat Maidana.
Yeah.
Besides Devin Alexander.
Been in there with Danny. Got in there with he wants to get in there with Pacquiao and Mayweather for the longest. So, I mean, he's not really.
Yeah, he ain't really ducking. But I do know that he was like, man, that weight, bro, you gotta be at 147 and you gotta have a weight clause. You can't be like rehydrating crazy.
But do you think that weight clause is like valid though? I mean, if a guy gonna make 147, he gonna make 147.
That's what listen. I know what you saying, but if he signed a contract, that's what it is.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, but if he don't want to do it, then he don't want to do it, and I can understand it. But I can understand why Amir is saying he want the weight clause, because it is like, damn, bro, you gonna rehydrate and fuck me up. But neutralizing, because I've been in camp with Amir Khan a couple times, and I was walking around heavy. I was 170 before when my diet was the way it was, and if I'm walking around at 170 sparring Amir and he having problems keeping me off his ass, pause, then I know Kell Brook, and with 8-round glove with eight ounces on, yeah, that's gonna be a problem. Because Kell Brook
I'm
gonna rehydrate to 165.
get your quick opinion, just not even opinion, just like your thoughts on like some of boxing up and coming prospects. Let's start with Shakur Stevenson.
Before we get on that, hey y'all, if y'all listening, y'all gotta subscribe to Boxing Voice, the Boxing Voice, man. So subscribe, follow them on Instagram, follow them on Facebook if they got a page, follow them on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. I'm Troy Killertainment King, aka Chrono de Chivo, Garlic Butter. Follow me on my page on Instagram at Killertainment and Chrono de Chivo, and subscribe to my YouTube. I've been taking a break for a couple weeks on the YouTube, just reaching out, doing interviews with my man, doing different interviews, and I'm about to revamp my YouTube page. I'm waiting for them to monetize my shit. YouTube, y'all taking all day, monetize my shit. And I'm gonna be at the Wilder Fury. I know you gonna be there.
Definitely see you down there, homie. Definitely see you.
Oh, we gonna kick it
Oh,
then.
nigga, we gonna be lit, nigga. Trust me, dog. We getting a B&B downtown, right?
Oh, we gonna be lit then. But getting back to Shakur Stevenson, I like him. He's a good fighter. He gonna be the best at that. Where are you at? 130?
He at 126 right now. He said he
126.
wants to get a belt before he goes up. I had an interview with him like 2 weeks ago.
Who the champ at 126?
You got Gary Russell, Leo Santa Cruz. You got Carl Frampton and Josh Warren to winner. I forget the other champion.
He got some work to do at 126, but it can be done. He probably ain't gonna be getting no fights because niggas ain't gonna be trying to get in there. But he got a little work to do because the easiest fight out of the 126, I would say, would be Leo Santa Cruz. Carl Frampton is a hard fight because he can box, he could punch, and if you don't know how to box, Carl Frampton, he'll beat you. You got to box Carl Frampton. You can't go forward because if you go forward, you can't go forward without the jab.
And
that's why Leo.
The second fight with Leo, you see what he did. You see how.
And that's what I'm saying. He had to change up. He had the boxing make him come in to him and use the jab because Carl Frampton don't go do good going forward. You know what I mean? Who else? Gary Russell. That'll be a hard fight for him because he dumb experience and there's definitely levels. So he got some work to do. So once he get that under his belt, then yeah, he could be the champ at 126. But I still like him as a prospect.
Chris Colbert, a little B-hop.
That nigga nice. That nigga nice. He's stupid nice. I want to see what his power and sharpness looking like. What weight he fight at?
126, but you got to remember he didn't go to Olympics, and I think he just turned 19.
Oh yeah, he got years, bro. He should definitely take his time. He should wait till he about 25 before he even looking to get a belt. He should not even care about getting a belt at any weight class. He should just keep working. Just keep working. Keep working, bro. Them belts come. Just keep working. Don't even look to get a belt.
Teofimo Lopez. I like him. I ain't gonna lie to you. I really like him.
Man, he good. One of my homies used to be box with him. Named Samir McQueen. He once he gets some fights under his belt, he gonna be a champion at the lower weight class because Samir be whooping guys that we talking about. He don't be whooping all of them, but he be on their ass, and he only walk around at 130, and he 5'7.5". He can really fight at 118, blood. He's strong, and he don't give a fuck about who you in there with. His name's Samir McQueen. But Teofimo is good. Teofimo is good. I like him.
What about Devin Haney? He's in the same weight class.
Devin Haney is good. He's real good. I want to see Devin Haney actually get with a coach, an experienced boxing coach, to take his game to the next level.
Do you think
you know what I mean?
That he does with Mayweather? I mean, with the Mayweather Senior, like helps out, or do you think that?
I think it helps, but you can't just work with Floyd Senior once a week
And then have your pops doing your shit in your corner.
No, it don't work like that.
I feel you.
You need him working with you every day and in the corner because it's certain things that you need to keep hearing if it's muscle memory reps, you need mental reps too. And by somebody keeps saying it over and over and over, those things stick with you. And I ain't got nothing against DH. He's a good guy. Like, he's a great guy, and he's doing good by his son. He got his own promotional company. He got little fighters under him. But like I said before, in order to get to the highest level, somebody had to be at some level to get you at another level, bro.
Gotcha.
And he's done good with his son. They moving, they getting his work. But I have been watching Devin Haney from the amateurs, and then right when he was turning pro, and then now, like, as of right now, and he should get with he should work with Floyd every day. He should work with him every day, or work with Floyd every day, and then work with another coach. You know, Floyd Senior is an older man now. You know what I'm saying? But just having that old school nigga and sitting in the back of the gym, telling, hey, no, how the nigga do? No, he got the cigarette hanging from the
Yeah, I know you're
lip.
talking about.
Yeah, no, he don't need to be doing that. Have him doing it. What you say, Pops? Okay, that's Clint Martin. And for people back at home who know who Clint Martin is, they know what I'm talking about. That's Clint Martin sitting in the back of the gym telling you what and what not to do, and everybody coming to him saying, what you think, Mr. Martin, Pops, or whatever. And that's what Devin need right now, because I see a lot in his style that carries over from when we training with Floyd, but it ain't sharp as it should be because he's not with him all the time.
Yeah.
You got to be with him every day. Whether you with Floyd Sr., Jeff Mayweather, not Roger because he kind of older and his health ain't good, or with Floyd Sr., man, you got to be with them motherfuckers every day, bro. And Jeff is young enough.
Well, have you heard the name Josh Pretty Boy Kelly?
Oh, yeah, I fuck with Josh Kelly. Tough. I watch him a lot. He can fight, bro.
But I just don't know how his power going to translate, but the skills are there. The skills are there.
I would say that his defense is good enough to where he gonna break you down over time. And Josh Kelly is a big welter, bro. He about 5'9", 5'10". So they say he 5'10", but that mean he probably 5'9"-ish, 5'9" and a half. He big, bro. So he gonna be good. He gonna be good. They just gotta find the right fight. He only got 8 fights, and they talk about putting him in there with like one of the motherfuckers.
He's supposed to be fighting the guy that
Amir Khan fought.
Peterson beat for the WBA regular belt.
Who is that? What's his name?
I gotta look his name up. Give me a second.
It's all good. Whoever that's a good fight. That's how you moving. They moving him to keep making sure. Okay, we take that fight. If you have a little bit of trouble, we'll move him back down. Take a little couple, then we'll work on what he need help on. Then we'll keep moving him back up. And those type of fights he need. The kind of fights that other fighters fought for belts, but they can't beat them. And maybe they don't have a lot of power, like Jesse Vargas, Samuel Vargas.
David Avanesian.
Yeah, that's a good fight for him. I got to see, dude, but that's a good fight for him. He ain't going to quit, and he can last, and he can get them at least a good 8-10 rounds in before he stop a man. So he can learn how to stop somebody without having the power, without having a one-punch knockout power. I learned how to break a man down over time. You know what I mean? That's what people don't realize, like, on the pro level, when you don't have that hard one-punch knockout power, you got to learn how to break a man down. Because it's only a few that got one-punch knockout power.
Yeah.
Shit, even Errol, as hard as he be hitting, don't have one-punch knockout power.
Break you down.
He break you down, and you got to learn how to do that. So Josh Kelly gonna be good, but he got to learn in his style how to break people down with the power that he got. And that's it. But he's a good fighter.
While we're over here in the UK, what do you think about Daniel Dubois?
I gotta watch, dude. I haven't seen him. You talking about the heavyweight French cuz?
Yeah, big heavyweight prospect. I mean, I think he'll be pretty good. He just still 19. He's still kind of young, so he just needs to
I
keep
think he
on doing what
trained
he's
over
doing.
there at Virgil's.
Huh?
I think he trained over there at Virgil's.
He does?
I think so. He real tall, light skinned, black cuz.
No, that's Tony Yoka.
Okay. I haven't seen dude, boy. I gotta see him.
Do you know
I gotta see him.
anything about Anthony Yard?
Oh hell yeah! I fuck with Yard.
I fuck with Yard tough too. Now
Yard tough.
I'm
He
not
big
gonna
as
lie.
fuck.
Eddie Hearn got a light heavyweight too. His name is Joshua Buatsi. The motherfucker bad.
Oh, boy, he hard as fuck.
Okay, I'm glad you know Troy. I'm glad you fucking know it.
Man, Buatsi, you know why? Because I since I watch a lot of shit on YouTube, this shit come up on my YouTube, and some niggas, I just be like, man, I don't feel like watching. I'm gonna watch some old school shit. And I was like, man, this shit keep coming up. I'm about to watch Buatsi. So I watched him. I said, hold on. This motherfucker look like he got power and he's sharp and he know how to make adjustments. And he real big. He remind me of Mikey Garcia, but black. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just basic. Don't do
Basic.
anything great, but everything's solid.
He really solid. He got good D and he be placing shots. He got work, bro.
If those two ever messed up, who you got and why? They've been talking about it for a little while now as a big domestic showdown. Maybe once one of those them get a belt, then they'll probably do it.
And I don't know, bro.
That's a good ass fight, bro.
You know, it's crazy. A lot of people will say Yard, but I need to see them both against
top level competition.
Yeah, I need to see them both against mid-level competition, but it's a motherfucker who punch hard. You see what I'm saying? Not like top competition who punch hard, but a mid-level motherfucker with power, so I can see how they respond. Because a mid-level motherfucker with power gonna go 10 rounds before he die out on you.
Do you see while we're in this division? Do you see the rematch with Kovalev and Alvarez going any different?
Yeah, I see it going different because Kovalev hurt dude in that fight, and a lot of people say Kovalev done, blood. And
I thought Alvarez came out on his ass though, bro. I didn't. He wasn't. He was the aggressor to me the whole fight.
I didn't even watch the fight.
Oh, okay.
But I seen some of the clips of the fight. And from what I seen, it was a tough fight, and Kovalev just got caught.
Absolutely. Definitely got caught slipping.
He just got caught. It wasn't nothing like he was broke down from what Dre did to him, or none of that shit. He just got caught because this dumbass won't work on his defense. Kovalev, if you watching this shit, you 6'2", you cannot stand straight up against a taller fighter because Alvarez hit your ass with an overhand, and that's what they teach shorter fighters to do on taller fighters. If he get with a coach who could teach him defense and tell him shut the fuck up in training camp, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Learn how to move your head. And he training with Buddy McGirt now. Buddy McGirt do good with Russian fighters. If you work on moving his head and do drills, he'll learn how to move his head. Muscle memory.
All right, last prospect that I want to ask you about. I think this guy is going to be a dangerous asset to the heavyweight division, and it's only a matter of time before he get a shot. And to me, the nigga is going to be a champion one day. F.A. Ajagba. Ever heard of him? He's a Ronnie Shields a heavyweight. The guy that Curtis Harper walked out of the ring.
Oh yeah, that big motherfucker. Yeah, he big as fuck.
Nigga got an 88-inch reach, bro.
Man, ain't that gotta be? They should start telling niggas, hey, bro, if you this height, you can't box. No, if you this size with this amount of reach, you dead out here. You can't be really fighting, blood, because you.
I'm telling you, man. He gonna be dangerous.
He gonna be dangerous.
Whenever
gonna
you
be
get a chance,
dangerous.
get on YouTube, man. Look up his highlights. He was a
No, I know who you're talking about. I know you're talking about.
okay
Dude to be
2016
knocking
Rio.
motherfucker. He just knocked somebody out silly.
Yeah,
Bang bang in the corner. Dude was done. He gonna be all right, bro. And he with Ronnie Shields. Ronnie Shields know what the fuck he doing. That's
definitely.
why I'm not worried about the Jamal. I'm not worried about Jamal because he know what he doing. And Ronnie Shields was a lightweight champion. At the lower weight classes, and I'll be watching him train little clips, and he be like, when you got motherfuckers like Ronnie Shields coaching you, bro, you gonna be sweet. It's just a matter of time. You just gotta keep working. I'm
Already.
not saying that. I'm not saying nothing about any other coaches, but some coaches kind of teach you to fight how they fight. They don't teach you all the fundamentals. You know what I'm saying? And when I be training people, clients, and no matter if they don't move their head, no matter if they're a brawler or not, I still teach them how to move their head. Whether in their brawling style, I teach them, listen, you ain't got to be moving like Floyd, but you got to move left, right, and got to be able to drop down. You got to, bro.
Gotta have a method to the madness.
You got to have a method. You know what I'm saying? Even with European fighters, they don't move their head. They throw their punches and keep their head right there like Kovalev do. That's why he's available. Amir Khan used to move his head. He stopped moving his head. He throw all his punches with his head standing in one spot. And Danny Garcia can close you. Not just Danny Garcia. Any fighter can just could close your eyes and wing something. You gonna hit him because he throw all his punches. Bro. Yeah. So I'm saying that to say, if he learned good defense, he'll be good. Listen, Joe Frazier was slick as fuck, bro. He was. That slickness. It don't look the stereotypical slickness what we used to seeing out of slicksters like Floyd, but it's slickness in his style. He and Ali is throwing jabs and he's slipping them, dropping down, getting in position. Like, just because you're a heavyweight with power, you still should use your. Anthony Joshua don't move his fucking head. That's why he ain't trying to fight Deontay Wilder, because that's a knockout. It's a knockout waiting to happen. You got to move your head. He had problems with Parker. He was looking stupid in there with Povetkin. He got hurt against Povetkin.
Povetkin was touching it busted fucking nose.
Yeah, damn near broke his shit or some shit. Like, you don't move your head. You're not a good fighter. And I told niggas in my gym that. They was mad at me. But as you can see, man, Povetkin is a good fighter. He was a gold medalist.
Nigga, a dope fiend.
He a dope fiend.
Let me before
my nigga keep it. I finally got somebody that's gonna say what I be saying.
Bro, look here. Like I told my folks on the show, like, why are you saying you're dope? Look here. VADA, they use anti-doping agency. I can use dope fiend if they use anti-doping agency.
Hey, you dope fiend.
You goddamn dope fiend, nigga. You don't.
Hey, that's you stamped it. That's it.
Let me play a little game with you before I let you go, just to give the people a little insight on your personality.
Let's go.
Hot or cold?
Hot.
When I was a kid, my favorite cartoon was
Thundercats and G.I. Joe. Hold on. Thundercats, because the Thundercats was on some African shit. Because you got to remember, real quick, in his sword, it was only one eye, the single eye. And when he looked through that eye, see what I'm saying? And it's on the back of that dollar bill. And he say, this eye is sight beyond sight. And Snuggins don't even realize that.
Damn, I didn't realize till you just said it, nigga.
In Egyptian African culture, the single eye is the pineal gland. And in the sword, it was sight beyond sight. And when he looked through that bitch, he gave him power. And the Black Panther was black. Everybody knew that was a black nigga on Thundercat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then G.I. Joe, because at the end they said knowing was half the battle.
Shout out my nigga G.I. Joe. That was my shit when I was a kid.
That was my shit. Knowing is half the battle. That was it. That was my favorite cartoon.
My favorite movie is?
My favorite movie, man, I got a couple, bro. Hurricane with Denzel.
Okay. Great movie.
Because
Reuben Carter.
Reuben Carter, bro, he putting you up on game. And then he had a line to say in the movie when he was talking to the child through the jail cell, and he said, "Your name is what?" And then he said something. He said, "Do you think that's by chance that we come together to make this happen?" And Denzel be having that shit in his movies. And the Book of Eli, because it lets you know if you don't understand a certain religious text, how you can bring destruction upon the world. And in the movie, the white man wanted that Bible, and he was telling the lady, he was telling people, man, I need this Bible because you don't understand. I can take over the world with this Bible.
Yeah.
And the book, and he was blind, and he was reading, and he understood, and he wanted the Bible to be
spread out through everybody,
spread out through the masses. And what else? Transformers, blood. Transformers. Transformers is hard, bro. X-Men, because all those characters in the X-Men is made after African characters. Like Wolverine is the god of metal. Cyclops, he got one eye again. Storm, shit. The Apocalypse, the black motherfucker, he was blue black. You know what I'm saying? Like the god Krishna.
Right. Let's say say tomorrow everything crashes, everything goes down, the internet, all this shit, and you only got 3 CDs and a CD player. What 3 CDs do you have? Like you can choose from any CD that you want. Like your favorite 3 CDs of all time, and those are the only ones you can listen to for the rest of the of your time there.
Fuck.
You only get 3, man. Like the internet is gone. Shit crashed. Ain't no more internet, baby. It's only the CD player, that's solar powered, and 3 CDs. That's all you got.
Jay-Z, Reasonable Doubt.
Okay.
Because he had a song called 22 Twos on there, and in numerology, the number 22 means you're a master builder. You're an alchemist. You can make nothing from something. And Jay-Z's knowledge is on the knowledge of a Freemason right on the high.
The number 22 is what now? Run that back, baby. We can't just skim over that. Run that back real quick.
And numerology, the number 22 on my arm, it means you're a master builder. And it means you can build something from nothing. It's called alchemy, an alchemist. And that's what Will Smith say he is, an alchemist. He can make nothing from something. He could take a thought and bring it to fruition. And that's what 22 twos. And that's why Jay-Z's daughter's name is Blue Ivy, because Ivy is the number 4 in Roman numerals, and 2 plus 2 is 4. And in old math, when you put 2 numbers together, you add them instead of multiplying them. So 2 and 2 is 4. You know what I'm saying? And then it will have to be Dr. Dre's The Chronic.
Ooh.
Because he was one of the godfathers of, you know, that type of rap, bro. And you gotta have, and he brought Snoop to, you know what I mean?
One more.
I'm gonna have to go with each region just because I need a piece of each region just to keep me afloat. I will have to go with Outkast, blood.
I was gonna say if you come down south, nigga, you need some historical shit. You gotta go Outkast.
I got to, blood. and niggas gonna be mad because I didn't say Biggie, but Jay-Z.
Jay-Z was Biggie. I mean, he was a
Dog.
branch of Biggie. You feel me?
Yeah, bro, you gotta go with Jay because even in his raps, bro, even back then, he was saying so much shit that you just don't realize until you get into some African culture. That's why they wear the Baphomet, that goat on their ring. That's the African spirituality. That's not nothing to do with the Illuminati or nothing, none of that. That goat head that's like this with the wings, that's African. That's African culture. You know what I'm saying? That ain't got nothing to do with the devil. If you don't know your history, you won't know what that means. So I'm gonna need people, the black man and the black woman, stop saying that shit is Illuminati. You need to go out and research your own culture so you can know what it is. You know what I mean? But I gotta go with Outkast because even on the ATLians, they was on top of the pyramid with the, see what I'm saying? It's shit like that the niggas need to know. So I gotta go with Jay-Z, Outkast, and the Chronic.
If you had a chance to meet any one of the IG models you follow, which one would it be?
I don't follow IG models.
All right, you don't follow none of them. No,
I don't really follow. Who?
Bernice Burgos? No, none of her.
No, I don't even follow them. I'm the type of dude to be like, I'm not gonna follow them just because everybody is just sweating them. Like, I don't want to be that.
I ain't sweating them.
No, I know you.
But them pictures though, them pictures do come through.
I do. I know, but I do scroll and look, and I'd be like, damn, she had a nice. Because I'm a personal trainer, and I do like to look at bodies. And I'm not saying like,
I know.
like to look at men's body and all, yeah.
But for everybody listening, this is barbershop talk. We ain't mean no offense to nobody.
Nobody. I just like to see a well put together brother who, hey, he look good, he working out. That's cool. I see you, bro. Keep doing what you doing. And then a woman, though, I love it. But I don't be following them, though. But I love it, though. But if I could, you know what? I do follow a couple adult film stars.
Oh, this nigga.
Because I got homies in the adult film agent, like Mr. Mark.
Okay.
Mr. Marcus.
You in I forget you over in California and shit. So
yeah, so like Mr. Marcus is like one of my homies. I got a homie named Rome Major. He an adult film star. He's from Philly. He one of my homies. I met Mo. I follow Cherokee. I follow
Pinky. I ain't gonna lie to you. I follow Pinky Fat, man. She got fat ass.
Yeah, she out here. She from the Bay. I follow Roxy Reynolds because she originally from Ohio. Yeah, she from Columbus. She cool. One of my homies, one of my female homies. I follow. I used to follow Jada Fire, but I was joking with her on her IG, and she responded dumb corny. It was just dumb corny. It was like just a joke, and she responded like she was, and I was like, "Bitch, all right, you dead." But yeah, I follow them because I went to the adult film awards one time. I went to they have it every January in Vegas, and it's like a grown folks event. It's lit. So yeah, I follow them. I'll be looking at they posts and shit.
Absolutely. The first thing I do in the morning when I wake up is
Chief.
Oh, damn right.
The first thing I do is hit some sativa, and I study African culture. I study religion. I study religion every day, bro. I was just talking to my brother about it. I study it every day. I study the Bible, the Quran, the Torah. But first, I study African culture because all religion come out of Africa. Whether you like it or not,
mathematics,
all the math, everything that you reading, everything that you do, come out of Africa. Period.
The three most important things in my life are?
The three most important things in my life are myself first, because I am God. Myself first. Because if you read the book, it tell you, if you search the kingdom of heaven, you look into yourself. God is in you. Mm-hmm. So, and that's just the Bible talk, but it say that in the Quran and all the other books. That's me, my family, my children, and that's my family. So me, myself, and three important things. It's me, my family, boxing, bud, my craft. My
Absolutely.
craft, bro. I hold my craft dear heart. Yeah, that's why I be acting like this on these channels because motherfuckers always trying to tell me something and and never put in no work and nothing. And I train a lot of professionals, doctors, lawyers, and they love the way I train because when I talk, they understand the level of professionalism that I'm talking from.
Okay, I feel you on
You
that.
see
I
what I'm
feel you
saying?
on that.
I hear a lot of people say, man, I followed you because I'm a professional. For example, my homie Donald Banks, he was like, man, you know why I watched you? Because I train dogs and I sell dogs to different police stations. I know all about selling dogs. I know all about training dogs to do all type of police work. And he was like, and that's how he got me to listen to talk to him because he was talking about dogs so much. I was like, damn, bro, this shit is interesting. And he said that's why he listened to me with boxing because he like, damn, this motherfucker know what he talking about. And
Exactly.
as a professional, you understand the level of professionalism if you're not a hating ass nigga. So I mean,
Another
me,
thing that you just got me, you know what I'm saying, a fan of yours and like wanting to interview you is just like I can relate to like how you talk and like how you just your fucking mannerism, just like the way you are because I'm from the same place you from. It may be a different state, but same shit. You know what I'm saying? Different state.
what state you from?
Oh, from Little Rock, Arkansas.
Oh yeah, man. I know. I got a homie. His name Mario. Heavy
Mario, what?
hands. Mario. What the fuck is Mario? Black motherfucker. He bigger than me. He just turned pro. His name Mario Heavy Hands something.
Okay, I might need to do a interview with him. Shit,
Yeah, do
pass
an
him on.
interview with him because he came out here one time and he got with me and we was just like, doing boxing and shit. And he a cool guy. His name Mario Heavy Hands something. I forgot. But he from I think Arkansas. But yeah, bro, I gotta keep it lit like that because when I do shit, I do it for the culture,
Absolutely.
my culture. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna talk a certain way. I'm gonna be a certain way. I'm not gonna give a fuck who like it. But say I do get on ESPN or something, I'm gonna talk the same way, but it's gonna be a little different.
It's gonna be professional.
It's gonna
Absolutely.
be
I mean,
corporate, but still with corporate swag.
exactly. Motherfucker gotta
Yeah,
understand that you can still articulate yourself in a way that people from where you from can relate. It ain't gotta be fucking straight white boy type shit either.
yeah, and that's why I get the views I say I get because I just keep it 100. I'm talking to where my people is comfortable with hearing me talking, and I'm talking real shit. And once you black and you talking that way, for example, when I go to rap concerts out here, I see all demographics at rap concerts. So that means I could be myself, and every demographic gonna like me.
Absolutely.
Period.
I got two last questions for you.
Go
If you had
ahead.
one superpower, what would it be?
Damn, nigga, you got
Hey, bro,
bars.
I tell everybody, bro, I try to bring a different kind of interview to this
And
boxing
I
show,
and I
man.
and I do the same shit. I'll be
I
asking.
everybody try to talk like I'm not no
I
fucking Kevin Ioli. I ain't Dan Raphael. Like I'm me.
Yeah, bro. You know what's crazy? Andre Ward was saying like I would be a good interviewer too because I ask good questions. And I'm gonna say it's just one
One
superpower.
superpower is you can fly. You got I mean you can cyclops this shit. You can motherfucking disappear. You can be a jumper, nigga. You can be Goku if you want to. I don't know.
Damn, dog. Like, cause like I would say the Incredible Hulk, but he's strong. He can heal himself, like all that shit. But
They gonna
if
catch
I
your
just
ass
had,
though. Shit.
it's just one superpower.
I'm gonna tell you mine. Have you ever seen
Yeah,
the movie Jumper?
yeah.
That'd be mine.
That I be thinking about that like, damn, I wish I could just go here. I would say the jumper is yours. I'm gonna give you that one. I'll be like the Flash, blood. I'll be
Damn.
like, you know why? Because he can make himself vibrate, and vibration, everything in life vibrates. And the
Mm.
higher your frequency is, you can do other things. You can. It's gonna sound like crazy talk, but everything vibrates. And that's why they be like, that's why people say, man, I don't like his vibes. Cause he don't like his vibes, cause that nigga could be on some corny, evil, low life shit. So if I can vibrate high, I can go to it anywhere.
Absolutely.
I could go to anywhere. I could vibrate anywhere. And I'll be straight in Egypt trying to figure out what they was doing. And then I'll follow the pyramids, they point to the pyramids point to the Andromeda galaxy, I think, if I'm saying it right. And it's a star. It's in the Andromeda galaxy. It's a constellation called the Tree of Life. That's why you always see that Oakland tree. You see on the pyramids, and you see on the text in Samaria, whatever, the tree, and they all looking at the tree. It's 29. It's 29 stars in that tree, and in that tree you have three stars. You have the new star, you have the Enlil star, and you have the Yah star, and that's where you get, bro. This is this deep. That's where
I
you
know.
get Yah.
I'm listening.
This where the Yah star is where you get Yahweh, and then the Enlil star is where you get Elohim, and the Most High star is the Allah star, and that's where the pyramids point to that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Uh, I would do that because I want to go to the galaxy. I want to go to different galaxies. I want to speed past that. And I watched the Flash little shit on Netflix. That shit was deep. I'll be like the Flash, bro. I'll be fast, speed.
Absolutely. And my final question, you know what I'm saying? Boxing has done a lot for me, but how has boxing changed your life?
That's the most important question, bro. It saved my life. It gave me discipline. It gave me a way out the hood, like a way. I don't want to say a way out the hood, like, cause I love the hood, but it gave me uh, or say you making a plate to eat.
Gave me options.
It gave me options. I don't even eat meat no more. But it gave me a base and then I got sides. So look, just because I never was a champion, don't mean I can't make a champion. It don't mean I
Mm.
can't teach somebody how to get themselves in shape. It showed me how to it taught me about myself because in boxing, it ain't like hooping. I used to hoop. In boxing, it's you and that man. Ain't no
Absolutely.
excuses. That's it. Mano y mano. And people respect that in all cultures. So boxing showed me a way and it told me about life, bro. Like it just did. It just being in there, shadow boxing, moving, thinking about boxing, watching boxing, bro. That shit take a lot, bro. Boxing gave me a way to express myself in the deepest express my express myself in a way that if you understand boxing, you will know a lot about me just fine. But I ain't gotta open my mouth. I'll be training people now, blood, and they don't have to tell me what they do for a living. If they thinking too much, I know they got a job where they're thinking is the main thing. If they just going out there going hard, I know they probably got a lot that they dealing with and they want to get it out. It's just so much, bro. So many levels to the boxing. So boxing, bro, it's just done everything for me, bro. It brought me to people like you. You know what I mean? Stories like you, bro. You a real dude. I never knew about your story. I just love boxing, blood. Boxing, boxing, boxing. That's
Absolutely,
it.
absolutely. Well, people, hey, go and get the people your social media again and let them know how to follow you and where to follow you.
First, we got to give homage to the boxing voice because they called me to put me on their platform. Shout out to the boxing voice. Shout out to everything that got to do with the boxing voice, social media, YouTube. Follow them. My platform is YouTube, Instagram, at Killertainment. Troy Killertainment King is my YouTube. Corno de Chivo or Killertainment. Corno de Chivo with a K. I spell everything with a K because in African culture, everything is spelled with a K. That's why Kemet was spelled with a K. KMT means black. And when the Greeks took over, when the Greeks conquered Kemet, when they came in and was stealing knowledge from Africa, that's when it was changed to Egypt. I don't know when it changed, but then the capital of Egypt became Cairo, and it was spelled with a C. All right, that's just a little note. But Corno de Chivo is spelled with a K. Follow me, man. Instagram me. I answer every single DM.
Absolutely.
I don't care how long it takes.
I can attest to that.
I answer every DM, blood, because I kind of like got OCD, so I don't like seeing that little thing up there. So when motherfuckers be talking shit, and if you keep talking, I'm gonna just start sending you video chats back. You know what I'm saying? Follow me, bro. Look at me. Pick my brain. Ask me hard questions because it helps me improve my knowledge as a boxer, as a craftsman of boxing, and just overall craft of everything. You know what I mean? Follow me. Get with me. I'm out here.
Already, man. I appreciate your time, brother. Have a good day.
Have a good day, man. Hey, DM me or text me your actual number, bro.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely. For sure.
One.
All right, man. Be easy.
Be easy.
What is up, TBV family? Yes, YouTube has been cutting funding to their channels as of late, and with net neutrality going through its process, the internet is changing. If you want to keep your favorite channel intact, coming up with tons of content, and plus get hours and hours of extra content, head over to patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice to become a member of the TBV family and help support the channel. Peace.